We're here with Frank from Beheaded. Welcome.
Cheers. Hello.
This is your second time sharing a stage with Rotting Christ.
Second and a half, because we played with them in Malta in 2005. I put on that show, and we also played with them in Neurotic Death Fest, Holland, 2010. So it's second or third time. Second or third time. 2.5.
What's your best memory from the past show?
I think the best thing about that show was the struggles that we did finally overcome. Because obviously when you're putting on a show like Rotting Christ back in 2005, we had so many problems with actually being accepted for the show, because of the name, of course. And I remember we had to move the venue literally on the last day. So many logistical problems, and it happened to be also a public holiday, so there was no one to rent equipment from and backline from. So the best thing was that we did manage to overcome one way or another, and the underground back then did stick together. The show went ahead, people came to the show, everyone came to the show was fucking great, and that was the best thing. Obviously, also seeing Rotting Christ playing the show itself, but I think the fact that we did overcome all those obstacles and finally being able to put on a good show, that was the best thing about it.
You're certainly no stranger to the stage. People see that outburst of power on stage. Do you still get nervous?
Not nervous, I get excited and I get my adrenaline, and it also depends on which band I'm performing with or what stage I'm performing in. For example, Rockestra last week was something completely different. That I was a bit nervous about because it's a completely different setting. I don't get nervous in the sense of being like this, but it's important to have that adrenaline and feel that excitement, that yes, that's something I still feel, and I think the day I will stop feeling that, I will stop playing. I think.
What's next for Beheaded?
After this show, we might plan another local show, but we're not sure about that. In November we're back on tour. We're on tour with Disgorge and Internal Bleeding all over Europe. I think it's around 13 or 14 dates. And probably back on tour again in January, going more towards the east, but it's still not confirmed. And hopefully next year then we'll start work on the new album. But all bands say that they're gonna work on the new album, and sometimes it just never happens. I've been saying we'll start working on the new album on every interview. So we're gonna start working on the new album.
Do you have any message for the local metal scene?
What kind of message? Any message.
Any message.
I think that the local scene needs to start looking a little bit more inwards and stop being a little bit, be less critical outwards. Charity begins at home, and I think the local scene needs to start being a little bit more proactive and take more initiative, whether it's putting on shows or just an individual playing his guitar and doing his practice. I think that's my message, to the local scene. Hard work, dedication. That's it.
Thanks, Frank.
You're welcome. Cheers. Thanks.
Good luck for the show.
Cheers. Will be a great show, and keep on watching Rejects magazine. That's the textbook thing everyone says to sound cool, I guess. Cheers.